Welcome back to Open Window Politics. Today we're going to be going through the election results that have gone on today. So there was a special election for a primary for IOC for Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. She, of course, left Congress and her seat was vacated. So there is an election going on to find her replacement that resulted in these two candidates, Sean Harris and Clayton Fuller, advancing to the runoff. We can see it's getting a view of all the candidates. So it is interesting to see. This is really a ruby red district and was able to elect Marjorie Taylor Greene a couple times in a row. And Democrats have very rarely stood a chance in this district. And it was interesting to see that tonight we saw a Democrat, in this case Sean Harris, get the most votes out of any candidate. This does come with a fairly significant grain of salt, though. As you can see here, we have the first candidate, the Democrat Sean Harris, and then follow closely behind is the Republican Clayton Fuller. And then we see there are a couple other Republicans that were also vying for this seat. We have Colton Moore, who got about 12% of the vote, Ryan Stover, 5%, Tom Gray, 4%. So a bunch of Republicans are running. Far more Republicans are running for this seat than Democrats. For the Democrats, it's primarily just Sean Harris. It's looking like that was their main candidate. Every other candidate got less than 2%. Looks like Jim Davis got 1.5%. Or a few other Democrats, but as you can see, there's far more Republicans in this district. So I think when this election advances to a runoff, which it's looking like it'll be between these two candidates, that it will almost certainly result in a Republican victory. It is interesting to see, though, that Democrats were able to kind of mostly unify behind a candidate, in this case Sean Harris, in hopes of making it to the primary or making it to the general, and that did indeed occur. So it will be interesting to see what happens in this election when it is finally decided.